I know exactly where I want to start this show today, Bob. And I'm going to have to look under the table to see if you are wearing shorts today because it is really warm out there. We're in like the 60s right now. What is happening? It's January.
Dude, it feels like spring. It smells like spring.
It's weird. It's weird. But hold on. Let's get to a message from our guy AJ down in Florida because as we know, AJ who listens down in Florida is doing something with Bob, basically shorts for sausages.
All right, Bob, so here's how this sausage shorts thing is going to work. So basically, for the 2 days you wear shorts, if you wear shorts on the days equals an 8-pack of sausages.
All right, so I love how he's just like, hey, Bob, here's how things are going to work. Let me lay it out here. It's so great. So yesterday was warm. Bob wore shorts. He got an 8-pack of sausage coming his way.
Today's even nicer.
Oh, of course he's wearing shorts.
Yeah,
man. Of course he's wearing shorts. All right, so you now have 16 sausages coming your way because you wore shorts last
A lot of sausages coming my way. What a reward.
What a stupid thing.
Shorts for sausages, man.
Stupid. You want to keep this going like through the wintertime?
No.
Every day that you wear shorts, someone sends you an 8-pack of sausages?
No, it's like 60 degrees. This is fine.
This is fine, but next week when it starts getting cold, you're not going to show skin for sausages?
Don't look too forward on the radar. Just enjoy today. You know?
I love that people now know sausage is your currency. Like, if you ever want Bob to, like, send a message to somebody special, if you ever want Bob to do anything, you want Bob to show up at your place of business or something.
I can be bought with smoked meats, sausages, anything.
96.1.
Yes.
Mikey and Bob, it's the 96.1 Kiss Morning Freak Show. All right, Bob, let's talk more about your shorts for sausages deals that you have been making. Bob has worn shorts for the past 2 days. And listen, that's not extreme or anything. It is warm out.
Yeah.
So Bob has worn shorts. And AJ, who listens to the show down in Florida, is sending Bob sausages. But hold on, let's get to this message.
You guys should keep track of how many shows it's been since Bob wore pants like you used to do with how many shows in a row you've done naked stories.
Oh, yeah.
See how many sausages Bob can get.
All right, is that something you want to do, Bob? Just keep wearing shorts all winter and see if you can get a pile of sausages like in the corner of the studio here?
No, I'm okay.
Hold on, let's hear from Ellie. Ellie listens to the show all the way, like she's from Pittsburgh, but she lives in Italy now. She listens on the iHeartRadio app all the way in Italy. She wants to talk sausages.
Hi guys, this is Ellie in Italy.
There she is.
I'm on the podcast from today, and all I can think about is how Bob is like a little, well, I guess like a little bit of like a sausage slut, just taking all the grams for those sausages.
All right. I like how she's like, Bob's like a little, more like a big what? Sausage slut.
Like I really feel you could milk this content about the Bob's sausage shorts.
Yep.
Like you could dance for us all, put a nice story on Instagram, a nice Bob shorts.
Whole thing.
Shorts and sausage.
Yeah.
Sausage shorts dance.
All right, yeah. So I love that listeners they want more, Bob. They want more.
I like that I'm a sausage slut now.
She's like over in Italy listening to the podcast like,
big sausage slut.
Can we have them dance for sausages or something? I don't want this to end where Bob does things for sausages on the show. Man, we got a nice little show today here for a Friday, Bob. There is a brand new Kidz Bop album out, right? Where they changed the lyrics to songs to make it kid-friendly and family-friendly. We have the Doja Cat Paint the Town Red Kidz Bop edit coming up this morning around 7:40. It's Mikey and Bob.
Pay your bills on 96.1 Kiss.
Mikey and Bob, it is the 96.1 Kiss Morning Freak Show. Hey, let's go Pens, man.
Hey, let's go Pens, man.
Hey, this is a good weekend for the Penguins, I think. Now, I don't know what's happening this season. The Penguins are just sort of floating. They're not good. They're not horrible. They're just sort of, right?
They're there. Yeah, they're there.
They're just treading water right now.
Not all-star break yet. It's not,
Right.
They still got time to get into this.
Still plenty of season to go, but at some point, the trade deadline is going to be upon us here. NHL trade deadline coming up on March 8th, so GM Kyle Dubas is going to have to decide. Dubes is going to Dubes is going to have to decide whether the Penguins are going to be buyers or sellers at the trade deadline. I don't even know how they can be buyers. They can't be buyers, right? Like, we can't bring in what we got Erik Karlsson this offseason. I don't know if we can be buyers at the deadline. I think it's
Even the Dubes.
I think the Penguins are probably going to be sellers at the deadline, but we will see. But listen, it's a big weekend of hockey at the arena because tonight is Pittsburgh night at the arena. The damn Clarks are playing tonight. Me and Bob are going to the game tonight. And our guy, John Geiger, you've probably heard us mention John Geiger on the show before. He is a world-renowned, just like fashion and shoe designer. And
Pittsburgh dude.
Super Pittsburgh dude from McKees Rocks. But so many celebrities and professional athletes wear his shoes and his clothes, and the Penguins and John Geiger have come together for a collaboration tonight. It is going to release, there's a couple hoodies, and there's one hoodie that's got the Penguins logo on the back, and the front says Pittsburgh is the new Calabasas. Calabasas out in California where the Kardashians and a bunch of just rich and famous people live. And it's great. We'll ask him about it because John Geiger's actually coming up to the studio today. We have a guest on the show today, ladies and gentlemen.
Big day.
Dude, big day. So John Geiger will join us to talk about what's going on at the Pens game tonight, coming up around probably 8:55, 9 a.m. here on the Kiss Morning Freak Show. And then, so that's tonight, right? Pittsburgh night. And then tomorrow night, we got back-to-back weekend Penguins games. It's Evgeny Malkin bobblehead night. And it's a sweet bobblehead.
It is a sweet bobblehead.
So, we don't know how many career goals Evgeny Malkin is going to end up with, right? So on the bottom of the bobblehead, the base of the bobblehead, it's a Gino career goals counter. It's like a lock, basically.
You can just flip your own numbers, yeah.
Yeah, you know how on your luggage you might have a lock where it's got the 3 numbers that you got to move. So whatever he ends up with, you can move that on the bobblehead and then just put it up on a shelf or wherever you display your bobbleheads. And that's sponsored by the good folks over at the Pavement Group. So a couple of really big Pens games, I think, this weekend. Fun things going on around them. And there's nothing playoff games are a totally different atmosphere. But regular season Pens games, Friday and Saturday night, seems like the crowd's just a little bit more riled up.
You kidding me? The Clarks are there tonight.
Me, you, John Geiger, the Clarks. Holy hell, it's going to be an explosion in that building tonight. So Pens at home tonight against Florida Panthers, and then tomorrow at home against the Canadians. All right, we have your chance to win $1,000 coming up this morning around 9:10. Stick around for that. We try to pay your bills. It's Mikey and Bob.
96.1 Kidz. The Mikey and Bob Podcast.
Prices go up, product gets smaller, but my butt keeps getting bigger. Put that on a weathered plank of wood and hang it in the kitchen.
Stream the Mikey and Bob Podcast on iHeartRadio or wherever you get your podcasts.
60s. We'll probably be in the 50s for most of the day, though. It will be cloudy with a slight chance of rain. Don't get used to the warm weather, though. It is shorts and T-shirts, it feels like, out there this morning.
It is.
We're getting snow on Sunday, so don't get too excited hey, where's spring right around the corner? No, it's not. Winter will be here over the weekend. Hey, we were mentioning the Taylor Swift AI images on the show yesterday, just how disgusting it was. And now there's, reports of people that are close to Taylor. And you got to take this stuff with a grain of sand sort of too, because there were some people who made artificially, intelligent photos explicit of Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift reportedly furious that AI-generated naked images of her were circulating on X, formerly Twitter, and she's now weighing, according to sources, possible legal action against the site. A source from the Daily Mail says whether or not legal action will be taken is being decided, but there's one thing that's clear. These fake AI-generated images are abusive offensive, exploitative, exploited. Oh man, what's exploitative?
Sounds right to me.
And done without Taylor's consent and or knowledge. Taylor's circle of family and friends are furious, as her fans obviously are. They have the right to be, and every woman should be. Not just every woman, every person, every human should be disgusted by the images that were posted of Taylor Swift. Fake AI-generated images, not like real pictures of her even. The account that originally posted the images doesn't even exist anymore, but a lot of it was up for like over 24 hours on Twitter, X, whatever. And that,
all trending, too.
That place is absolutely a cesspool. Like, I want to just delete my account, but I feel like I have to keep it for what we do in our jobs, like doing a radio show podcast and, you know, post clips on there and everything like that. But I hate it, man. Like, I barely even go to Twitter anymore. I just feel like I need to find a home somewhere else, because that place is just, it's honestly, it's just dangerous. And, like, I feel like whenever I'm posting on Twitter or X, I am adding to a bad place. And it's not like I'm posting bad content or anything like that, but just me being there, I feel dirty about it now. Like, I don't feel like I even want to post on Twitter anymore.
Yeah, the AI stuff's scary, man.
It is, because it's not just famous people, like we were even saying on the show yesterday. There's political robocalls that are using fake AI voices, so you think, oh, wow, look, this politician's calling me, and it's not them at all. And you got to think, you know, a lot of us, you know, we've grown up with technology and computers and the internet and social media. Think about how your parents and grandparents, think about trying to explain these things to them. They're hard conversations for them, some of them, to wrap their minds around.
Like, you can type in a couple sentences of text and it can make something that is completely offensive and can destroy someone.
Yeah, so obviously it seems like the reports are people in Taylor Swift's camp obviously weighing their legal options now against Twitter or X and Elon Musk for those images that were up for way too long on the internet. Taylor Swift, of course, will, we all presume, be in Baltimore this weekend as the AFC Championship game has the Chiefs playing at the Ravens, and then the NFC Championship game on Sunday, Lions at 49ers. First game on CBS, second game on Fox. It is Championship Sunday in the NFL. All right, there is a new Kidz Bop album out. Me and Bob will get to the Doja Cat Paint the Town Red Kidz Bop edits coming up around 7:40 here on the Kiss Morning Freak Show. It's Mikey and Bob.
96.1 Kiss.
The Mikey and Bob podcast.
Hey, magnanimous Mikey and Bablative Bob.
All right, those are big words. I know you're a teacher. You're trying to flex. We do not know what those words mean.
Stream the Mikey and Bob podcast on iHeartRadio or wherever you get your podcasts.
Mikey and Bob, it is the 96.1 Kiss Morning Freak Show. Last night, Justin Timberlake was on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon. What did he do, Bob?
He did Selfish and a couple other songs on Classroom Instruments.
Okay, that old gag there.
And then I guess he announced he's going on tour. So.
Oh, damn.
But no, like, set of dates. Like, I guess him and Fallon just announced a couple of random dates when they announced it. I don't know if it was...
They didn't announce the Pittsburgh date, did they?
No, they didn't say anything about Pittsburgh.
He got the name of his tour over there? What's his tour called?
Forget Tomorrow World Tour.
All right, so Justin Timberlake World Tour. Who knows when he's going to announce it, but hopefully he's got to stop here in Pittsburgh. Justin Timberlake also will be on Saturday Night Live this weekend. Musical guest as Dakota Johnson is hosting. She's in the new Madam Web movie, which, I don't know, not even excited about that movie, and I get real excited about the superhero movies. But Justin Timberlake will be on SNL this weekend, and then, of course, I'm sure we'll get, maybe he's waiting for after SNL or something to put all the tour info up and all the tour stops, but, you know, we'll see. I'm sure if there's a Pittsburgh date, obviously we will let you know. All right, right around 7 o'clock now, it is time for us to take you back to a moment in the show that made us laugh, made us smile. It is time for Today in Freak Show History. Here we go.
Today in Freak Show History.
Today in Freak Show History. We take take you back to a story that had to do with an 82-year-old woman who was a bodybuilder named Willie.
Crowd gathered around 82-year-old Willie Murphy at the Maplewood YMCA today. All of them captivated as Murphy shares the story of what she experienced Thursday night. A man knocked on the door to her home.
All right, so again, this is an 82-year-old woman named Willie?
Yeah.
Okay, because Willie, when I first heard Willie, I thought 82-year-old man, but this is an 82-year-old lady named Willie.
He said she called police, but didn't let the man inside.
Yeah.
Suddenly,
I hear a loud
There she is.
noise,
Yep.
and I'm saying to myself,
Yeah, Willie.
what the heck is that?
What the heck is
A
that?
young man is in my home.
No.
Broke the door.
she tried not to panic. After all, she spends most of her days doing this. An award-winning weightlifter.
Yeah, she is an 82-year-old award-winning
Like powerlifting.
weightlifter.
Who just won a competition earlier this year.
All right, so Willie is no joke, man. You broke into the wrong house.
I'm alone, and I'm old, but guess what? I'm tough. I took that table.
All right, so this 82-year-old woman now has a table. Now has a table. No holds barred here at all. She's in a damn hardcore match versus this guy.
And I went to working on him.
Oh, man, I mean, my God. He sounds like a damn... Willie's got a table. Sounds like a damn pro wrestler. Oh, my God, no. Don't do it. The 82-year-old New York rattlesnake is out. She's running wild. The Willie is loose. The Willie is loose. The rattlesnake is out. And the Willie is loose. All right, let's continue.
And guess what? The table broke.
All right, she broke a damn table. An 82-year-old woman broke a damn table on this
The
guy.
man fell to the floor.
When he's down, I'm jumping on him.
I mean, it doesn't crush a table on the guy, starts jumping on him.
When officers arrived,
Again, this is
Was that her or was that one of the turtles mating?
I believe that. Hold on, real quick. Why you gotta stop? All right, hold on. Let me get to this real quick.
Ready for an educational adventure in nature. Some wild animals decided to make sweet love and share their beautiful song with the world. It's time for animal mating noises with Mikey and Bob.
Okay, not so much animal mating noises, but this is human mating noises. This is the mating noise of an 82-year-old bodybuilder named Willie. Oh, man, Willie. Pumping more than iron, aren't we? Mikey and Bob, it's the 96.1 Kiss Morning Freak Show. Vote for your favorites for this year's iHeartRadio Music Awards. That's going to air right here on 96.1 Kiss, and you can watch it on Fox April 1st. You can vote for your favorites for things like TikTok Bop of the Year at iHeartRadio.com/awards. Now, it is time to see what is going on in and around our neighborhoods through the Pittsburgh Police Scanner account. Again, it's just a couple people who listen to the Police Scanner all day and just post about what is happening in and around our neighborhood. Mount Washington, there is a man stuck 30 to 40 feet up on the side of a hill.
Oh, no.
After a failed attempt to climb it.
Oh, man.
Can't do that, right?
Climber.
Always somebody tries to either climb up or down Mount Washington.
A couple times a year.
It never goes good.
No.
Somebody has to come rescue you, and then you're on the news, and a lot of times it's somebody who drank too much. Also happening in and around our city, Southside, East Carson Street, at the Burger King. Wow. Yep. It's the Southside Burger King. It's that Burger King. Store is calling police because a female inside is causing a scene because she is upset at the facility, at the food, at the service, and just about everything. Ma'am, I get that the workers, so it's not her calling the police.
So your first time at the Southside Burger King?
It's the workers calling the police on her because she's upset over just about everything. Again, the facility, the food, the service. Do you think this is a real Burger King, man? Like, what did you expect?
This is barely a Burger King.
Like, you rule at all the other Burger Kings, but Southside Burger Kings? They make the rules at Southside Burger Kings. That's what's going on. in and around our neighborhood.
96.1 Kidz.
The Mikey and Bob Podcast.
Hi, good morning. How are you guys?
No, if we're being honest,
Yep,
that's exactly how we're doing. Whatever noise just came out of my mouth is how we're doing.
Stream the Mikey and Bob Podcast on iHeartRadio or wherever you get your podcasts.
That is Kenya Grace, Strangers. It's Mikey, it's Bob, the 96.1 Kiss Morning Freak Show. It's a Yinsplosion at the Pens game tonight. It's Pittsburgh night. The Clarks are playing. There's also going to be a few exclusive pieces of merch that you'll be able to buy, a collaboration with the Penguins and Super Yinzer John Geiger, who's just like a world-famous designer. He's from McKees Rocks. He's actually coming up to the studio and will join us on the show around 8:55, 9 o'clock, so stick around for that. Also, we want to send somebody to Momaroo this summer, right?
Momaroo trip.
Momaroo is a massive music festival that's happening in Tennessee in the middle of June. This year, you're going to see like Post Malone, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Megan Thee Stallion, which, by the way, Megan Thee Stallion's trending because her song Hiss came out, and I do not know what is happening with females and hip-hop right now, but things are getting hot. I will just say that. Things are getting hot right now. It's getting hot right now. But we want to send somebody to Momaroo. All you need to do to get entered is get on our free iHeartRadio app. Again, absolutely free to enter. And click the talkback microphone when you're streaming the station. Tell us why you want to go to Momaroo, and we might send you.
Momaroo.
Yeah.
Hey, Mikey and Bob. Would love to go to Momaroo. I was supposed to go in 2021, and they scheduled it during hurricane season, so couldn't do it because it got canceled as a result.
Yeah.
I was supposed to go with my buddy, and unfortunately he just lost his job, so this would really brighten the spirits if we can make it back out there. Appreciate y'all. Momaroo.
He's got the Momaroo yelled out, right? Momaroo. His buddy lost his job, too. I almost felt like we were going to go, but then a hurricane hit. That was enough.
Yeah, that was
I
probably
felt like
enough.
Buddy lost his job was like telling us you got a cat with one eye and three testicles. I was about to say 2 testicles, but I don't know why.
Really good one.
I don't know why I had
wonderful testicles.
I could have just said the cat has one eye.
Dude.
I don't know why I had to give you a number of testicles on a fictional cat that's trying to win somebody a trip to Momaroo. Hold on, there's another entry here.
Hey, Mikey and Big Bob, this is Nikki. I'm calling about Momaroo.
All right.
So my husband and I have always wanted to go to a music festival. It's on my bucket list.
Wow.
So finally, in 2022, we made a plan for his 40th birthday to go to Ocean's Calling in Ocean City. We were so excited. We have 2 young kids, so we had to get babysitters for a few days and set all the plans.
Yeah.
And then on the way down, we found out it was canceled because Hurricane Ian was blowing through. It was so disappointing. We'd love to try again. Thank you so much.
What is up with
Everybody has these ruined, festival stories.
That's what it is. We're just sending somebody to Momaroo who was going to go to a music festival before, I don't know, hurricanes and global warming took over. But yeah, it's a huge music festival again in June down in Tennessee with Post Malone, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Megan Thee Stallion.
Though, how many testicles her cat had.
It's not, don't encourage people, man.
I was just wondering.
Don't encourage people. So you'll get some tickets to Momaroo and a general admission car camping pass to go to 961kiss.com for all the details, or just send us a talkback message on why you want to go, and you will be entered. Now, coming up next on the show, we absolutely love doing this. There is a new Kidz Bop album out. That's when kids sing lyrics to popular songs, but make them family-friendly.
Change all the lyrics.
We have the Kidz Bop edit to Doja Cat, Paint the Town Red. Coming up next on the Kiss Morning Freak Show, it's Mikey and Bob.
I don't always wake up in the morning.
Mikey and Bob, it's the 96.1 Kiss Morning Freak Show. I can't even explain it, but it's January and it's 60 degrees out this morning. Highs are going to be dropping all day into the 50s, though, but it's just going to feel like spring out. Cloudy with a slight chance of rain today, too. And we're getting snow Sunday, so don't get used to the warm weather.
Full taste here.
Yeah, it's about to be done after today. All right, we need to get to the Kidz Bop edit of Doja Cat, Paint the Town Red. We love the Kidz Bop albums because they take popular songs and make the lyrics kid-friendly and family-friendly. So we all know Doja Cat, Paint the Town Red, right?
Yeah, bitch, I said what I said. I'd rather be famous instead.
All right, we know that lyric, right?
What's this?
How's that going to be in Kidz Bop world?
Yeah, I said what I said. I'd rather be famous instead.
Yeah, I said what I said. Yeah, I said what I said. All right, let's keep going here.
She devil, she bad little bitch, she rebel.
Okay, she's...
Are they even going to do the devil? I mean, I obviously...
she's a devil.
She's trouble. She a bad little one. She a rebel.
Trouble. She's not the devil. She's trouble. She's trouble. She's a bad little one. She's a rebel.
The bad little one over here.
This is the Kidz Bop edit of Doja Cat, Paint the Town Red. Let's get to this.
My happiness is all of your misery. I put good blood in my kidneys.
Okay, we even edit that one for the radio.
Yeah, I don't think that one's going to make it.
Let me give you this lyric. My happiness is all of your misery. I put good deal in my kidneys. Okay, there's no way the kids are even coming close to that.
My happiness is none of this misery. I've got pull up on all my germs.
What was that? So instead of getting good D all in the kidney,
my happiness is none of this misery. I've got pull up on all my germs.
I mean, vitamin D for all of my body sitting right there, though, right? They should have done that. Vitamin D all of my body. Again, this is the Doja Cat edit of Kidz Bop, Paint the Town Red here.
I am so much fun without Hennessy.
Okay, the kids are not going to have
that brown liquor.
No, the kids. The kids ain't gone off that Henny in Kidz Bop world. But what are they doing here?
I am so much fun without misery.
I am so much fun without misery instead of
misery in there.
Instead of Hennessy. Let's get this.
You can't take this one nowhere. I look better with no hair. Ain't no sign I can't smoke hair. Give me the chance and I'll go there. I said what I said.
Okay, well, I know there was some smoking in there. That's not going to happen in Kidz Bop world.
No.
All right.
You can't take that girl nowhere. I look better with no hair. Ain't no sign I can't go there.
Okay, so it's not I can't smoke there. It's I can't go there.
Give me a chance and I'll go there. I said what I said.
Yeah, I said what I said. You know, there's another part, though. This one?
I'm doing things they ain't seen before. Fans ain't dumb, but extreme is sore. I'm a demon lord.
All right, hold on. We got to get to this Kidz Bop edit. Hold on. I want to make sure everybody knows this lyric. I'm doing things they ain't seen before. Fans ain't dumb, but extremists are. I'm a demon lord. A lot of things in there that I know is not going to happen.
What is this
in
about
Kidz
to be?
Bop world?
I'm doing things they ain't seen before. That ain't dumb, but the questions are.
That ain't dumb, but the questions are.
I've been here before.
All right, so instead of I'm a demon lord, it's I've been here before.
I've been here before.
And that is just some of the Doja Cat Paint the Town Red Kidz Bop edit.
I said what I said.
Yeah, I said what I said.
I'd rather be famous instead.
But I think my favorite part of the entire edit is right here.
My happiness is none of this misery. I've got good luck on all my journeys.
I've got good luck on all my journeys. All right, we got your chance to win $1,000 coming up this morning. Try to pay your bills around 9:10. It's Mikey and Bob.
Pay your bills on 96.1 KISS.
What's your name?
Mikey and Bob, it is the 96.1 KISS Morning Freak Show. Taylor Swift, of course, has a busy weekend. I'm sure she'll be in Baltimore for the AFC Championship game as Travis Kelce and the Chiefs take on the Baltimore Ravens. By the way, as far as Steelers go, some news yesterday. T.J. Watt is a finalist for Defensive Player of the Year. I think he's probably got a shot to win it again this year, right? He's probably got a shot.
Yeah.
I don't know if he will, but he's got a shot to win it this year. There's also another Steeler that is up for one of these year-end awards. Defensive Rookie of the Year. Joey Porter Jr. is a finalist. I don't know. I don't know if he's going to win that. There's a Texans defensive end, Will Anderson, who's probably going to win that, but that's pretty cool. You got to think of this, too. Joey Porter Jr. is a Steeler because Omar Khan, the Steelers GM, traded wide receiver Chase Claypool to the Chicago Bears for a second-round pick. The Bears were awful that year. It ended up being the first pick of the second round. Joey Porter Jr. falls to the second round. The Steelers snatch him up, and they have,
I mean, he didn't even play much for the first half of the season.
Yeah, no.
So he's only getting better every game, and
now he's like a lockdown corner, but he is
all
one
for
of
Chase Claypool.
All for Chase Claypool. He's one of the finalists for Defensive Rookie of the Year, and is probably like a shutdown corner for the Steelers for I don't even know how long. As long as he stays healthy. So. You know what? As much as you get mad at the Steelers and, disappointing we didn't win, sometimes you got to be like, oh, man, Chase Claypool for Joey Porter Jr., that's still incredible. So he's up for Defensive Rookie of the Year, and T.J. Watt up for Defensive Player of the Year. MVP finalists are Ravens quarterback Lamar Jackson, 49ers running back Christian McCaffrey, 49ers quarterback Brock Purdy, Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott, and Bills quarterback Josh Allen. Lamar Jackson, the Ravens quarterback, probably going to win MVP. The Atlanta Falcons have hired Rams defensive coordinator Raheem Morris as their head coach. The reason I bring that up, because who really cares who the Atlanta Falcons hire as their head coach, is because Bill Belichick, the former Patriots head coach, I think most commonly known as the greatest football coach of all time, with all the Super Bowls and everything. He interviewed, I believe, twice with the Atlanta Falcons, and he didn't get the job.
Yeah, I thought that was going to be the one where he's going to be the Falcons coach.
Yeah, he didn't get the job. They hired Raheem Morris, Rams defensive coordinator. So there's only 2 openings left in the NFL. It is the Seattle Seahawks and Washington Commanders head coaching positions. But a lot of times, those teams are just waiting for one of the coordinators from one of the 4 teams left.
Yep.
Before they hire it. So I don't know, is Bill Belichick going to end up even coaching a team this year? I'm sure he left, New England thinking like, all right, well, I'll just set the record for, most winningest coach of all time somewhere else.
Yeah, I'll take this someplace else.
Because he might be like 2 seasons away from that, and it doesn't seem like a lot of people are interested. I honestly think something will happen, like the Cowboys will get off to a slow start. Somebody will fire their coach mid-season, and then all of a sudden it's like, hey, Bill Belichick, can you take this talented team to the playoffs and maybe a Super Bowl? I think that's what's going to happen, but I wouldn't be surprised if he just gets shut out and doesn't actually have a coaching job. By the way, we talk a lot about that Peacock game for the divisional round, Chiefs-Bills, and, how there was 28 million people that watched it. Peacock is now saying they signed up about 2.8 million new subscribers during the 3 days leading up to that game. So if people signed up with the $5.99 a month Peacock entry level thing, that will add 168 million. So now that's not going to happen because people are going to cancel their free trials, I think, and stuff like that.
Right.
They're saying, like, if all those numbers stay legit.
But they got all those people in the system already, too. Like, there's that's worth money as well, just having people sign up once.
Yep. That's 168 million worth, and they paid 110 million for the rights to the game. So again, it's another reason why these streaming games are only going to become more of the norm instead of where do I gotta find the days of where do I gotta find this game are about to end. Like, just be comfortable with paying a streaming service for your NFL games real soon.
If WWE wrestling going to Netflix was like a $5 billion deal or whatever, the NFL is unlimited. Yeah. I don't even know what you price that at.
I mean, the NFL is getting over $100 million for a game. Also, there is some Super Bowl news. For the first time ever, the NFL is going to have an in-game DJ for the Super Bowl. Tiesto, right? Hugely popular, worldwide famous DJ. He will be the first ever in-game Super Bowl DJ. He'll perform prior to the game as the players are warming up, and then he'll do some music during the breaks within the game. Because, the Super Bowl, Like, the halftime show is obviously longer. The commercial breaks seem longer, too, because of all, everything seems a little bit longer with the Super Bowl. So, and seeing the Super Bowl in person, because me and Bob went down to Dallas when the Steelers played the Packers and lost, it is so weird seeing a Super Bowl in person because you don't get to watch the commercials.
Right.
So, like, when all of, like, the Super Bowl, you barely take your eyes off the TV because the commercials sometimes are just as good as what's happening in the game. But when you're there in person, it's sort of weird,
Throwing a DJ on probably isn't a bad idea.
Yeah, so he's going to be the first ever in-game DJ for the Super Bowl. That is Tiesto. And then, of course, the games this weekend, AFC Championship game, Chiefs at Ravens, 3 p.m. on CBS. And the NFC Championship game, Lions at 49ers, 6:30 on Fox. All right, we got your chance to win $1,000 coming up around 9:10. It's Mikey and Bob, it's the 96.1 Kiss Morning Freak Show. If you miss any of the show live, you can always get caught up so you don't miss any of the show on our free iHeartRadio app with our Mikey and Bob podcast. All right, Bob, let's get to this. We're all going to learn something together right now. It's time to find out why the hell is this trending with Mikey and Bob. Oh, man, Bob. This is big news right here that I don't think you care about. I don't even think you really understand. But, man, this is big worldwide news. Jurgen Klopp has Jurgen Klopp, okay, has decided to step away from being the manager of Liverpool. Oh, wow! At the end of this season. Oh, wow! Absolutely massive news.
Oh, my goodness.
In the world of soccer.
Oh,
right?
wow.
We live in America.
What's his name?
Jurgen Klopp.
Oh, Jurgen, wow.
How dare you?
Oh, wow.
Jurgen Klopp is just a great manager, and, yeah, he's announced that he's leaving Liverpool at the end of the season. Also trending with all of the Jurgen Klopp Liverpool stuff, because that's big news, is Nicki Minaj and Megan Thee Stallion and Bigfoot and Tina Snow and Get Up on Your Good Foot, because, like we said earlier, we have some beef going on here with some rappers. Nicki Minaj, Megan Thee Stallion. Nicki Minaj was on IG Live, and she was playing a song in the background. Megan Thee Stallion has come out with this song called Hiss, where she's got some bars for people.
Hey, bad bitch, she like 6 foot. I pull a big foot.
All right, so everybody's saying this is Nicki about Megan Thee Stallion.
Right.
And that is why Bigfoot is trending, because Nicki Minaj says she's like 6 foot. I call her Bigfoot.
Hey, bad bitch, she like 6 foot. I pull a big foot. The bitch fell off and get on your good foot.
Okay, so then she says she fell. I said, get up on your good foot.
Right.
Remember, Megan Thee Stallion was shot in the foot by R&B singer Tory Lanez, who is in prison for that, right?
Yeah.
Like, so obviously they're joking about that situation there. And then Nicki Minaj is really going after Megan Thee Stallion's flow.
Because you have 3 Grammys and you have to learn how to rap on the beat and being comfortable in the music.
All right, so that's Nicki Minaj saying you got 3 Grammys, but you need to learn how to rap on beat. And then Nicki Minaj making fun of how it appears Megan Thee Stallion raps. Megan Thee Stallion is from Houston, so are legendary rappers Bun B and Pimp C, just Houston legends, UGK, the Underground Kings, right? So this is Nicki apparently making fun of Megan Thee Stallion's Houston flow.
I said this, rap like a born B and said PG. Rap like a born B and Pimp C. Said not what a born B and Pimp C. I saw the born and Pimp C. The nigga want to rap on
this is escalating here. So that's sort of what is going on, and it does appear like there are some female rappers
about to get at it
that are just going at each other. And there appears to be some beef happening here.
Bigfoot beef
with Bigfoot beef with Nicki Minaj and Megan Thee Stallion. All right, coming up, this guy's going to be a big part of the Penguins game tonight. He is from the Rocks, but he is a world-renowned fashion designer. He did a couple of pieces with the Penguins that'll be available at Pittsburgh night tonight at the game. John Geiger will join us in studio coming up around 8:55, 9 o'clock. And we got your chance to win $1,000. Pay your bills around 9:10. It's Mikey and Bob.
96.1 Kidz.
The Mikey and Bob podcast.
Olivia Rodrigo, get him back. It's Mikey, it's Bob, the 96.1 Kiss Morning Freak Show. If you are a big Olivia Rodrigo fan, you can vote for her in all of the different categories she's nominated for our iHeartRadio Music Awards at iHeartRadio.com/awards. That will air on Fox on April 1st. You can also hear our iHeartRadio Music Awards right here on 96.1 Kiss on April 1st. Bob, we need to update the story we talked about yesterday out of Oklahoma, okay? Mm-hmm. There was a story about of Oklahoma about some person with a drone who was sending adult toys all over the city. Like, they were stuck to buildings, street signs.
They got Walmart. They got one stuck to. Wasn't it the local water tower?
Yeah.
Didn't have.
Here was some of the report from Fox 25 there in Oklahoma.
One man took this picture of one of the objects stuck to the side of the Walmart.
Yeah.
Here's another that one woman saw on the South Telephone light pole. And here's what was left on the Moore water tower.
Mm-hmm.
Hundreds of comments on Facebook show this has everyone talking.
Yeah.
One woman commented, "Whoever is doing this is my hero."
Yeah.
A man said, "This is the greatest thing to happen to this town."
All right, so Moore, Oklahoma is where this is happening. Somebody is sending adult toys all over the city with a drone and sticking them on places.
Yeah.
This is unbelievable. We legit have a listener in Moore, Oklahoma that listens on the free iHeartRadio app and wants to chime in about what is happening. He's actually been on our show before. I think we got one listener maybe in Oklahoma.
And he lives in this town.
Yeah, listen to this.
Vanilla Wipes and Big Mayo. It's your Oklahoma Yinzer here.
I mean, he's even got nice names for us and everything.
Dude, the town of Moore is loving it. There's a Facebook page about it. It's like a scavenger hunt for people.
See that? He's all in. Scavenger hunt. The city's excited. I cannot believe we have somebody who listens in this city that is being overrun by adult toys being flown with a drone.
I have never seen this town more excited about anything.
Man, except me, we might have to do this around Pittsburgh, right? Huh?
This is like the Oklahoma version of Pokemon Go. Got to catch them all.
That first summer of Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
It's like Moore, Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Man, remember that first summer of adult toy drones? We should do this, right? Can we go to our boss and ask for adult toys that are station logoed?
We need a budget for this.
Logo them up.
Gotta put the logo on
them up.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, even businesses are requesting to be delivered to now. Like,
okay, wait. Businesses are just like, please, us next. Fly the adult toy drone and stick one on our storefront.
Nobody knows who it's at.
Yeah.
So the one on the water tower, the police, couldn't shoot it down with bullets, obviously.
Okay, now again, hold on. This is a guy who's listening to the show in this city, Moore, Oklahoma, that is somebody's controlling a drone with adult toys and sticking them everywhere, including the water tower. And police obviously can't shoot bullets at that.
Right,
You're going to bust the water tower.
But their beanbags and, the rubber pellets and all that stuff couldn't reach it.
Okay, I mean, they tried to shoot the cops are sitting under the water, shooting beanbags at this thing, trying to...
Like target practice?
Trying to flick off the adult toy?
They crashed a drone trying to take down the item from the water tower.
Wait, hold on. The police department crashed a drone trying to send a drone up there to get it? Person's a menace in this city.
Yeah, quite hilarious, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
It's a hoot. Have a good day, y'all.
It's a hoot. Have a good day, y'all. We appreciate you listening there in Moore, Oklahoma. And again, that's boots on the ground right there. That is boots on the ground in Moore, Oklahoma, where a hilarious menace is flying around a drone with adult toys, sticking them all over the city of Momaroo, Oklahoma. And apparently businesses are like, next. Do us next. Do us next. All right, we got your chance to win $1,000 coming up around 9:10. Also, our buddy who's going to be involved with the Penguins game tonight, John Geiger, stopping up to the studio around 8:55, 9 o'clock. Stick around for that. It's Mikey and Bob.
Momaroo Music and Arts Festival.
It is warm out there. We are in the 60s for the high today, but temperatures are going to be falling into the 50s for most of the day. Might see some slight rain, but it's not going to last. We're going to get snow, and it's going to be back to being cold on Sunday. But Bob's wearing shorts today, which means that is 2 days in a row he wore shorts, which means a listener down in Florida, AJ from Clearwater, is going to send Bob 16 sausages because he wore shorts for 2 days in a row in the middle of winter. Now, earlier this week on the show, Bob, I think it was this week, somebody asked us to come up with our final meal. What 5 items would we have in our final meal? And one of the things you said, Bob, was kiwi strawberry MD 2020. Which MD 2020, it's like a wine, I guess, technically.
It's technically a wine.
Strong alcohol content. It's called 2020 because it comes in like a glass 20-ounce bottle, and it's almost 20% alcohol. It is just there was one time where Bob drank 3 of them in a night. And I basically was giving him the Heimlich at one point.
It did send me to a warp zone.
It's just one of those bad nights that Bob had, and I don't know why you would want that as part of your final meal. I guess to go out like a champion.
If you're going out, yeah.
All right, hold on.
Go with the Mad Dog.
Dawn from Trafford just left us a message here.
Hey, Mikey and Big Bob, Dawn from Trafford again.
There she is.
Listening about the shots that you'll never do.
Yeah, I also said earlier this week, I got a couple of shots that I'll just, like tequila. Anybody offers me a tequila shot, actually, I don't really take shots. And I think I've aged out of taking shots. Like, taking shots for me is like turning me into just an animal. Like, I feel like I'm a different person as soon as I take one shot. Like
transform into a werewolf?
Yeah, seriously, it is. It's like Mikey the werewolf. As soon as I get one shot, the party starts. And honestly,
nobody knows where it ends.
I'm Jason Kelsey. I'm shirtless. I'm in sweatpants and Tim's. I'm jumping out of things and everything. So yeah, tequila and Jägermeister are 2 things I think I'm passing on now.
And you said Jägermeister.
Oh yeah.
Well, I think it was in 2006 when the Steelers were in the Super Bowl.
Oh, here we go, huh? There we go. All right,
2006.
All right, we're going back to Steelers Super Bowl here.
And I was doing Jaeger bombs, and I passed out.
No, Dawn from Trafford passed out doing Jaeger bombs when the Steelers were in the Super Bowl.
In the first quarter and never got to watch the Super Bowl.
Oh, no, first quarter. You got to pace yourself, Dawn from Trafford.
And this little old man a couple of weeks later bought me the DVD of the Super Bowl so I could see what I missed.
Okay.
And I'll never do Jägermeister ever again either.
Okay.
Lesson learned. Shout out to the little old man with the DVD.
All right, hold on, though, because one of our great listeners, George here, has a message for you, too, Bob.
Hey, what's going on, fella? George here, catching up on a podcast.
There he is.
All this talking about MD 2020.
Yeah.
The first time I ever got drunk was on Great MD 2020.
George.
Great. I was over at a buddy's house.
Oh, yeah, that's how it always starts, right? Over at a buddy's house. Everybody always had that one weird friend where you drink at their house, right?
Yeah,
everybody had that one weird friend where you're just like, wait a minute, we can't drink. We're not 21. They're like, oh, don't worry about it. We ain't going nowhere. We ain't doing nothing.
The next thing I know, I wake up in my bed with purple vomit all over my pillow.
Oh, man, George.
Good times.
Take it easy. Good times.
Y'all take it easy.
There it is. Y'all take it easy. Just dismount. That's my favorite part of a George message, man. Woke up with purple vomit all over myself.
Y'all take it easy.
All right, y'all take it easy.
Good times.
We're going to have a special guest up in the studio. He's a big part of the Penguins game tonight. Our buddy John Geiger joins us on the show next. And we got your chance to win $1,000. Try to pay your bills around 9:10. It's Mikey and Bob.
96.1 Kidz.
The Mikey and Bob Podcast.
It is is Mikey. It is Bob, the 96.1 Kiss Morning Freak Show. We never have guests on our show.
Never.
We don't ever have people up in the studio, but we need to make a special exception for today because our guy John Geiger is up here. I'm not even going to have him do his whole backstory because I'm sure he's so annoyed by that, but just know that we in Pittsburgh from the Rocks have a worldwide famous shoe designer, fashion designer. He works with so many different athletes and celebrities and everything. And he is just an innovator. He's creative. And so many people outside of Pittsburgh know him. But he stays so true to Pittsburgh and what this city means and how this city works hard. This guy could wear any hat any day of his life, but he chooses every day, no matter where he's at, whether it's, just working on his own Geiger designs or whether he's at a fashion show, he's always representing Pittsburgh, usually wearing a Pirates hat, but sometimes he'll have, a different, a Penguins hat on or something like that. But he is man, I'm doing quite the intro here.
I was going to say, he's used to intro like the rest of us.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's John Geiger. It's John Geiger.
I appreciate the intro. That's probably one of the best intros I've ever gotten, so I really appreciate that.
It's so funny because me and Bob were trying to think of the first time that we ever met you because we have known you for probably, I want to say 15 years now, which is weird.
Yeah.
I remember you came out to one of our Stuff-A-Bosses we did in Monroeville,
my mom's
back in the day.
On giving backs there. So, yeah, I think that was maybe 2014, but listening-wise, I would probably say 2006-ish.
Yeah.
I got out of college. I didn't know what to do, so I was going to Clarion, then I left Clarion, then I was working for a porta potty company, Mr. John. And I would drive porta potties, and I would listen to you guys every morning. That was 2006, 2007. So, yeah, I drove porta potty trucks.
It's so funny to see where you've come from now and how, you've built this fashion empire with your name, your last name, Geiger. And you are like so many people that are listening right now who just have a dream and don't think nobody out of Pittsburgh can really ever make it. You got to be an athlete or something like that, or a whiz or a Mac to make it. And there's not a ton of people who make it in fashion out of Pittsburgh. And so many people are probably listening right now, going to a job that they hate or doing something that they don't want to do.
Trying to pay the bills.
You were driving around with porta potties, dude. With porta potties.
Yeah, and so a lot of toilet paper streamers. I got
nothing wrong with that.
And then you just chased your dream, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I guess leading into it, before me, I think Andy Warhol was a big inspiration because of the arts. There was no one else in fashion of the arts coming out of Pittsburgh. Mac and Wiz was paving the way for musicians and there's other athletes, but nothing within fashion. So I guess I looked towards someone like Andy Warhol's from Pittsburgh, so I looked for that of the arts, but crossover to fashion. It kind of was on the same wavelength.
I think people get taken aback when they hear somebody say John Geiger, he's sort of like new Andy Warhol. But let me explain this. People got on, but people got to understand generations, right? Your Geiger stuff is in the Madden game, You're working with the pens on stuff. You are,
as the world evolves, you've taken that and evolved,
I appreciate that because that's kind of what I wanted to portray or move towards, because that's eventually when you look back and be like this, at the time, everybody might have, at the time growing up with Andy Warhol, you probably don't look at him how you did until it was after the situation.
Yeah.
So hopefully down the line, it would look back and be okay, this is what he did for Pittsburgh, and he supported this much, and this is the route that he went.
All right, it's Mikey and Bob, the 96.1 Kiss Morning Freak Show, talking with our guy, John Geiger. Now, you're involved with the Penguins tonight. Me and Bob are going to the game. It's a big explosion. It's Pittsburgh night. The damn Clarks are playing at the game, What are you specifically doing with the Pens? Because we've seen the hoodies. You're doing a hoodie drop?
Yep, two hoodies. There might be T-shirts. We don't know yet. Kind of a little surprise. But there's two hoodies releasing at 6 p.m. At the Pens Gear location. It's on Highmark door, 6 p.m. and then 7 p.m. I'm yelling. It's a hockey night in Pittsburgh. I'm doing the whole rollout for that.
Wait, hold on 1 second. You're having a full day here.
Yeah.
So
shooting a cannon.
Oh my God! Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
I'm giving you the cannon.
Yeah,
the T-shirt cannon?
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot the cannon.
Do you have to do a lesson for that? Because when me and Bob used to shoot the T-shirt cannon when we used to host the big screen parties, we had to sign waivers and go to classes and stuff like that.
training and everything.
No, seriously. So here's what happened. I think back in the day at the Igloo, Iceberg shot one that wasn't high enough and like broke some lady's arm or something. I'm serious. This is like a real story. So like you gotta be careful.
You see how they drop stuff with the parachutes from the roof?
Yeah.
We wanted to do shoe boxes, but they said that's a liability. So then we were going to drop slides. Like the slides, but they said that was a liability, so we're just going to stay away from that tonight. But
okay,
maybe something for the future, though.
Yeah,
maybe
something for the future. Yeah.
I love how you want to just drop shoes on. You know what? Let's make it rain shoes tonight. At the
people just diving all over it.
DPG.
So I one of the hoodies that's going to be available at the game tonight has one of these phrases that I know always gets attention online. Pittsburgh is the new Calabasas. You got me a hat that says it on it. I wear it all the time. People always say. Now, I know the explanation, but Calabasas, fancy place in California, Kardashians are living out there, gated community. Explain Pittsburgh is the new Calabasas for people who don't know the explanation.
I think start off by saying, like, design to me overall is like an art. So it's that specifically is like a walking art installation to me, or like a conversation starter, but it's really just to drive attention to the city. And at one point, everybody wanted to move somewhere and they wanted to be a part of something. And I feel like Pittsburgh's that wave now. And I feel like a lot of people are coming back now, wanting to move here. There's more jobs. There's more new restaurants opening. And I keep saying, like, I'm from here. This is my pride and joy. And I've just been like, Pittsburgh's been killing it overall. So I wanted to just draw attention. And I feel like that was the best way to do it. And it's been working. Whether you didn't like the phrase or you didn't, it's drawing attention to the city that, I grew up in. And that was the whole process behind it. Now, the Calabasas thing is to the surface level, that's nothing alike, right? But again, when people want to be a part of something, they want to move a place, they wanted to like push everything there. At one time, everybody wanted to be in Calabasas. And then Drake and Kanye were actually going to put an album out. It was called Calabasas is the New Abu Dhabi, because everybody was moving to Dubai. So I kind of just flipped that and then brought it to Pittsburgh, and everybody's been loving it since. So
Abu Dhabi, Calabasas, Pittsburgh.
There you go.
But I get what you're saying, though. Just like you're up here now talking to us, Pittsburgh. Pens game tonight. We're all going. You're collaborating with the Pens on the merch drop that's happening 6 p.m. Pens, like, this city works so good together. Pittsburgh just works like that, man.
Yeah.
That's just how it is.
I think everybody just looks out for each other. So this is that's what I wanted to happen, and it's finally happening more and more and more, and everybody's looking out for each other.
I can't believe he's gonna yell at the beginning of the game.
Should I do like a long one? I was trying to plan this. So
I think you gotta fully commit.
It's a hockey night in Pittsburgh. Hold on. I mean, this is like I feel like we need to practice here, right?
You gotta give it like the full like. Pretend you're a pro wrestler. You got to sell it. You got to be into it.
What if I squeak?
Man. You can't be timid. You can't be shy.
Like a Stone Cold Steve Austin, just smash like two cores together.
I mean, you can do that too. Yeah, you can do that.
I feel like we need to give you like the glass break, and then it just needs to be, like the glass is gonna break, and then it's just gonna be you gotta say it, okay? Like, hold on, let me see if I can just. Right now? Everybody. He's nervous. No, hold on. He's holding everything. No, hold on. You can hit.
So I'm going to say it's a hockey night in Pittsburgh and just like let it go.
Dude, you got to hit it. I'm giving you the Stone Cold music, though. Do you need Stone Cold music? Okay, ready? It's a hockey night in Pittsburgh! You are take that energy.
Squeak, though. I'm gonna squeak. I'm gonna squeak.
You always think the squeak makes it, though.
The squeak makes it. The squeak makes it. I
gotta make like ESPN like top not 10. That's a win-win. There you go. More promo.
It was good. Be excited for It's a Hockey Night in Pittsburgh tonight. Our guy John Geiger, and 6 p.m. right? Penn's Gear Store.
Yep. Highmark door.
Highmark door. Be there 6 p.m. Get your Geiger Pens merch. If you're going to the game tonight, you're gonna see it. They're so cool. You got to get the Pittsburgh is the new Calabasas blue hoodie. It's so good looking, dude. It's so good to finally have you up in the studio to hang.
He thought this was too early. You could tell me 6 a.m. I'd have been there.
Wow. All
right. He's like, it was too early. You don't got to come. And I'm like, no, I'm coming. He's like, no, it was too early. I'm like, no, I'm coming.
Next time we'll have you in there at 5:45 ready to go.
Yeah.
The whole show. Next time you're in town, when you come back and do stuff with like the Penguins like you're doing now, and I know that you might have some other things working in the future, man, the way you love and represent Pittsburgh, for us that are here every day, living, doing it and everything, man, you're like an inspiration because you were driving porta potties a couple of years ago.
Likewise. I mean, you guys got to give a little respect to yourself. Like I said, you've been doing it for this long together and been killing it. So, likewise. I appreciate it.
See, now that John Geiger's up in the studio, I got to hit the Yin-splosion here. All right, we got to hit this.
Warning! There's an overload of awesome Pittsburgh on the show right now.
It's a lot.
Oh, man. Too much. Overload. Pittsburgh. Yin-splosion.
I think you started that, right?
Yin-splosion. Yeah, that is our term. It's when too much awesome Pittsburgh's happening.
No matter where it is.
Mikey, Bob, John Geiger, Penguins, all going down tonight. That's too much Pittsburgh in one place. Yep. It's a Yin-splosion tonight.
I appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Kissing and hope the cutters, whether they like it or not. I wanna show you out. I wanna show you out. Young.
Mikey and Bob, it's the 96.1 Kiss Morning Freak Show. We want to try to pay your bills. Your chance to win $1,000 coming up in just a couple minutes here on the Kiss Morning Freak Show. Man, I get like so uncomfortable talking about stuff like this, but I feel like if we don't talk about stuff like this, then people will think like, why aren't you guys talking about that? You guys should talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think sometimes when there's difficult topics to talk about and we don't bring them up sometimes, then people will be like, well, you don't care? Obviously, if you haven't heard yet, there is a lot going on with the guy who used to run WWE, basically professional wrestling, Vince McMahon. A former WWE employee is now suing Vince McMahon for sexual abuse and trafficking.
This led like all the national news shows this morning.
Yeah, it's a huge deal, especially with the deal that WWE just got with Netflix for $5 billion. Janelle Grant alleges years of sexual and emotional abuse by Vince McMahon and one of his executives, John Laurinaitis. She claims that Vince McMahon pressured her into a relationship and then was forced to resign when Vince's wife discovered their relationship. She claims that they violated the Trafficking Victims Prevention Act while she worked with the company. She's alleging that she was assaulted and trafficked.
It wasn't just like adults cheating each other and the wife finds out. The details of all this are so gross and disturbing.
I'm definitely going to leave out a ton of details about this because, like you said, Bob, gross and disturbing, and some of them, obviously, we can't even dance around here on the radio show because we'll get like an FCC fine if we say exactly what happened. But she is alleging she was assaulted and trafficked both for the defendant's pleasure and as a pawn to secure talent deals with prospective wrestlers that the WWE was recruited. Now, again, the WWE is involved in these big money deal now, on Netflix.
Billions of dollars.
Next year, $5 billion. And WWE's parent company, TKO, released a statement that distanced themselves from Vince McMahon further and said that we take Mrs. Grant's horrific allegations very seriously and are addressing this matter internally. And they also said that this happened before the TKO deal happened. And what she's talking about, a lot of what she's talking about happened like this was like a couple years ago. This isn't like stuff from the 80s or 90s or something like this. Like a lot of this stuff was happening even during like COVID times.
Right.
Which this isn't like things were different back then. And this is stuff that has happened here in the last couple years. And again, you can obviously look online and it's really disturbing. And
gross.
And this is one of the biggest weekends for the WWE. It's Royal Rumble weekend. It's not like WrestleMania weekend, but this is one of their other big premium live events this weekend. And it's obviously a disgusting story. And hopefully she gets what she's looking for, whether that's money or just telling her story so it can help other women that have been in that situation or mistreated by Vince McMahon to come forward. But this isn't obviously the first, allegations that have come out with Vince McMahon. Like, there's been payments before and everything that's been all public. So it's a disgusting story. You obviously feel bad for the victim here. But yeah, it's obviously a big national story. Former WWE employee suing Vince McMahon for sexual abuse and trafficking. All right, here right now is your chance to win $1,000. We want to try to take care of some of those bill payments for you. Everybody could use $1,000. Here is your chance. Good luck.
Pay your bill.
Mikey and Bob, it is the 96.1 Kiss Morning Freak Show. Big football games, obviously, this weekend. Taylor Swift will be cheering on Travis Kelce as the Chiefs go to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. And then everybody wants the Lions to win, right? Like, you got to be rooting for the Detroit Lions at this point. Just a sad franchise that hasn't won, like, ever. They've never been to a Super Bowl.
I feel like Chiefs-Lions is the perfect,
that's what I want.
In my head, at least.
I want the Chiefs, who have won before. Taylor Swift's with them. Not sure that she'll go to the Super Bowl, but maybe.
Jason Kelce shirtless.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
Donna Kelce's throwing soups around.
Yes, you're right, man. That would be the perfect Super Bowl. Chiefs and Lions. Also, we want to send you to Momaroo. Momaroo, obviously a big music and arts festival that happens in Tennessee in June. All you have to do is get on our free iHeartRadio app. Send us a message why you want to go to Momaroo. You have until Sunday. Sunday's your last chance to enter for this, and all you gotta do is just give us a reason why you want to go.
Hey, Mikey and Big Bob, this is Jordan. I would love to be chosen for the Momaroo tickets because my fiance and I are getting married on June 8th, and that would make for an awesome honeymoon getaway. Thanks.
Wow, okay. That's a nice message right there. Is. Nice reason, newly married, honeymoon, want to, take your new wife to Momaroo.
Hey, guys. So this is why I feel I should be picked to go to the Momaroo Music Festival.
Okay.
I would go with my best friend since childhood.
All right.
We always go to concerts together, but over the years we both have kids and have kind of lost a lot of our time together. So it would be great to just go ahead for the weekend and get away with her and have a mom's weekend out.
Yeah, you lose touch with somebody that you grew up with, and you're just like, you know what?
Moms are going out.
Momaroo. We're getting shirts made, okay? I'm bringing my stainless steel Stanley tumbler. We're getting custom ones made that says Momaroo on it. Yeah, let's get to another one.
I would love to win a trip to the Momaroo Music and Arts Festival.
Hi, ma'am.
Because I really can't afford a vacation, but I need some quality time with my younger daughter.
Okay, yeah.
So I would love to win this trip. So please pick me. Thank you. Bye.
All right. Guaranteed Megan Thee Stallion fan right there. Like, guaranteed. I can hear it in her voice. Guaranteed Megan Thee Stallion fan.
Momaroo would be the wildest festival of all time, by the way.
You're right. Momaroo?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
It would be so unhinged.
Maybe this is what we do next week on the show. We create a Momaroo.
Oh, my God.
Like 3 different acts. Like, Pink is definitely playing one of those shows, right?
You know how much wine you could sell at Momaroo?
Oh, my gosh, man. Momaroo. Custom Stanley tumblers that say Momaroo.
Momaroo merch.
Oh, my gosh, man. There's millions of dollars just sitting out there for somebody to throw a Momaroo fest.
Pay your bills on not...
If you missed it earlier on the show, we were breaking down the Kidz Bop edit to Doja Cat, Paint the Town Red, and there were definitely some lines in there.
I said what I said. I'd rather be famous instead.
Yeah, I said what I said. All right, so after the show today, get our Mikey and Bob podcast, and you can hear the Doja Cat Paint the Town Red.
Hey, Kidz Bop never misses.
They don't, man.
They don't miss.
Kidz Bop is good content for our show. We love when Kidz Bop albums drop. It is Mikey and Bob, the 96.1 Kiss Morning Freak Show. You can get on the show by downloading our free iHeartRadio app, absolutely free. It's where you can listen to our podcast. It's where you can stream the station. And it's also a way that you can get on the show, like right now. You can leave us a message. Even you can leave a message over the weekend, and maybe you'll make Monday's show. But let's get to this message here.
Hey, holy nice outside, huh?
Yeah, it's nice out. It's like 60 degrees in Pittsburgh in January. Hey, nice out.
Hey, holy nice outside, huh?
Holy bleeping nice outside, huh?
Let's go outside. Put those shorts on.
I like this guy, man. We done?
Huh? Yeah. And it's Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Love Fridays.
I like this guy. I like this guy's spirit, man.
And it's Friday.
I like the pause in the middle, like he didn't know where to go, right?
Yeah.
After he did the weather forecast for us, he didn't know.
Let's go outside. Put those shorts on.
Done? Nope. He's got more. He's got what?
And it's Friday.
Yep.
Love Fridays.
Oh, man, what a Friday noise that guy made, bro. It's Friday. Salute to you, man. Hope you have a great weekend.
96.1 Kidz.
The Mikey and Bob podcast.
Don't put Granny in the middle of the dance circle. She's never done
One hop this time.
No, she doesn't even know how she got in the center of the dance circle.
Everybody clap your hands.
Okay.
Stream the Mikey and Bob podcast on iHeartRadio or wherever you get your podcasts.
It's the 96.1 Kiss Morning Freak Show. Mikey and Bob. Hey, how about a little bit of Let's Go Pens, man?
Hey, let's go, Penman.
It's a big weekend at the arena for the Pens. Penguins tonight at home. It's Pittsburgh night. The Clarks will be performing. We just had him up here in the studio. Our guy John Geiger is dropping some exclusive Geiger Penguins collaboration merch. The Pittsburgh is the new Calabasas hoodie is awesome. Be there 6 p.m. The Pens Gear store right at the arena, Highmark entrance, if you want to get that. I honestly don't know how many pieces were made, so I don't know if it's going to, sell out quick or if it'll be available during the game, but
I would say be there at 6 if you want to guarantee it, you know.
Yeah, Pittsburgh night will be fun tonight at home against the Canadians, and then Canadians is tomorrow night, playing the Panthers tonight. Tomorrow night, at home against the Canadians, Gino bobblehead night. Really cool bobblehead where it's got the numbers that you can move, almost like a combination on a briefcase for Gino's career goals, because we don't know what it is yet.
Yep.
It's a pretty sweet, it's like one of the coolest bobbleheads I've seen the Penguins ever do, and it's with the Pavement Group too. So big weekend at the arena, a couple of good Pens games, and a lot of cool things going around the game tonight and tomorrow. All right, Bob, before we get out of here, what would you like to name the podcast today? Kidz Bop at Momaroo. Kidz Bop at Momaroo. Okay, yeah, we did the Kidz Bop edit of Doja Cat. Paint the Town Red today on the show.
My happiness is all of your misery. I put good blood in my kidneys.
That's regular Doja Cat, right? And here's Kidz Bop.
My happiness is none of this misery. I've got good luck on all my journeys.
I got good luck on all my journeys. Instead of good D and kidneys, I got good luck on all my journeys. It's exactly what I want from a Kidz Bop song edit, right? Also, you got 12 more chances to win $1,000. We'll try to pay your bills throughout the day here today. Listen, 10 after, now through 9 p.m. Next chance to win $1,000 coming up at the Ryan Seacrest Show in about 10 minutes here. And also, obviously, big football weekend. Got the AFC and NFC championship games. You know what? I don't think so, but maybe there might be Facebook comments on that on Monday morning. We'll see, though. But I'm hoping for a Chiefs-Lions Super Bowl. But just the fact that Taylor Swift's probably going to an NFL game, and Jason Kelsey's probably going to have to deal with Baltimore fans now. I'm sure there's going to be plenty to talk about with the championship weekend this weekend. All right, anything else we got to tell the kids here, Bob?
I think we're good.
All right, as we try to do every Friday, we end it with a little message from our guy, Mac Miller. Everybody have a good weekend. Bye!
Smile at someone today. Make somebody happy. You have more power than you think you do. Enjoy your day, or night, or week. Bye.
HD Pittsburgh.
Let's go!